Hi, sweet soul. In this video, I'm going to guide you through a powerful guided inner child healing meditation. We're going to start off with first explaining why the importance of working with your inner child or even inner teenager, inner young adult. Those others who don't really get touched on or tended to enough. What this work actually shifts and unlocks for you, how important it is not only for your mental health, but your emotional well-being, your physical health. It's all connected. And really the subconscious reprogramming that gets to occur and be transformed when you're doing this work. If you want to go right to that inner child guided meditation, just move the slider time bar to the chapter where it says inner child guided powerful meditation. If you're just feeling ready to dive right in, I find though the unlocking of understanding what the process is can actually support in shifts and results and moving that needle. If you're coming back to this video, of course, you don't need to listen to the explanation more than you deem necessary or see fit. Honestly, inner child work, I'm gonna say inner child to encompass inner teenager, inner young adult as well. It's so powerful, not only for unlocking happiness and worthiness and enoughness, but also for manifesting your desires. Because if we're not feeling lovable or good enough or worthy, almost every single desire, that is a prerequisite for you to feel good enough for it, to feel worthy for it, to feel lovable, to have that loving relationship, friendships. So working with your inner child is going to open up so many pathways, doorways, situations, opportunities that you may have unknowingly been subconsciously resisting, blocking, or your subconscious mind has been moving you away from it. Because the subconscious, which is on record from 0 to 7, and still being formed 7 to 14. And then if a significant event happens at any age, this will get stored as programs, as strategies, as ways of being, as beliefs within the subconscious. And our subconscious is like the instructions, the programs on a phone, the apps of how you want it to work, of your computer, how you want that computer to work for you. And sometimes we don't even realize that our subconscious is working against us rather than for us. But you can always reprogram, you can always transform and shift anything that is old, outdated, unnecessary, and irrelevant now. The meditation will be a taste of a clinical hypnotherapy session and RTT of what I take my clients through for massive transformative healing. It is such a game changer and needle mover in one's healing journey for a range of struggles. This work has changed so many lives that I've gotten to observe and witness, as well as my own. Even if you feel like you grew up in a really loving, supportive home, again, if your inner teenager, your inner young adult needs some love, support, and tending to, this will still be for you. What I find really helpful is, especially if you feel a disconnect to your younger self, is to grab a picture of when you were younger. Yes, I'm going to show you some little baby Megs, and I don't know what I was doing with my hair here, but that's what was happening. And this will just be helpful for you to connect like how this younger you was feeling and the conditions and the programming of what is going on within you, because what is happening in childhood definitely gets carried into adulthood. It's never too late to do this work, so no matter how old you are, you can heal years and years and years ago. So why we're doing inner child work is we're working with that subconscious mind, which is the holder of all the programming, of all the conditioning, of all the beliefs about ourselves, about the world, where that lives in that part of our mind, which science shows we run off of 95% of the day. So this will affect your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and your day-to-day. We're aware that when we're younger, we have physical needs of being fed and of shelter, clothes. Not only do we have physical needs that, of course, must be provided for, but we also have emotional needs. Now, emotional needs when we are younger are of validation, which will look like praise and attention, is love. So again, giving and feeling loved unconditionally, of feeling safe and feeling secure. If security is not fostered, this is where lack of confidence shows up. This is where insecurity shows up. So if any of these areas are not fostered and cultivated at that younger age, this will start becoming your subconscious beliefs and programming about how you feel, think, and experience yourself. The great news is you can go back, which we will do in the meditation, and start to release and reclaim what your true essence is, which is worthy unconditionally, which is lovable unconditionally, which is enough. If you didn't have some of these emotional needs met, how this could show up in your life today as an adult is if you're not feeling or believing you're lovable, this could show up as relationship issues. Perhaps you self-sabotage when you're in relationships. It's going so good, but something happens and you're always sabotaging a good relationship. Perhaps it's you're never in a relationship because you actually just feel and believe you are not lovable. Or maybe you're attracting emotionally unavailable people because your conditioning, again, was parents or caregivers and they were emotionally unavailable. That is what is familiar. Your subconscious loves what is familiar, even if it is painful to you. Again, think of our comfort zone. We'll always want to stay in our comfort zone, even if it's like not comfortable. What is familiar to the subconscious, to the ego, is actually comfortable. This could also show up as not wanting a relationship because you feel unsafe in relationships. Remember, safety, feeling safe must be fostered when we're younger. Perhaps it's worthiness. You don't feel worthy of love because you weren't given that love and validation for just who you are. It was conditional. And validation, maybe validation was conditional. Attention and praise conditional upon succeeding or doing something to be applauded, not just, again, for being who you are. This can look like a really big care and emphasis on what other people think. This can look like you're outsourcing all of your big decisions in life because it's always external. What do you think? What do you think? Versus that connection within, that inner validation of I know what's best and what's right for me, and that intuitive voice turned on could look like people pleasing. What do I think they think I should do so they like me, so I'm validated? Or maybe to get attention, you always had to overachieve, or sometimes even, and mine's quite clever, it will just create an issue and create a sickness to get attention, to feel loved, to feel noticed in our parents' lives. And I'm not here to shame your parents. Like, they were doing the best they could with the resources they had. I definitely had to do a lot of forgiveness towards caregivers. And when I was younger, you can't pour from an empty cup. And if they don't have love within them, if they don't have enoughness within them, if they don't feel worthy, how do we expect them to give that to us? But that's a whole different topic of forgiving parents or caregivers. I want to stick with the attention and the spotlight on you. The validation of being good enough wasn't really cultivated, again, fostered. This can show up as feeling, believing, thinking, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not capable enough, I'm not talented enough. Maybe there was a comparison between siblings and one was very skilled and talented in an area, and then that made you feel not talented enough. Can also, any of these show up as anxiety and social anxiety, right? Always caring about what others think. Can show up as a receiving block. So this is where the manifestation part comes in. If you don't feel good enough to receive a desire, money, gifts from the universe or from wherever you believe in, you either get rid of it right away. Like, for example, you get a raise or you get a lump sum of money, but then a bill comes right away and it's all gone. There's like a receiving block to actually have and hold the very thing that you desire. Rejecting manifestations unknowingly. Again, this is all subconscious. But when you hear any of these, if there's a like, ooh, yeah, a very deep honesty and you resonate with that could perhaps be happening in my life, you can't change or shift anything you're not aware of. So just bringing awareness to this will start shifting things for you. So definitely, if anything is hitting, you're connecting and you're like, oh yeah, a little bit of that, hit a like button so I can feel your energy here and just know you're here with me. If you didn't have that sense of safety growing up, this can show up as not feeling safe in the world, not feeling safe to be seen, heard, or visible. That fawn response, that not using your voice, and even generalized anxiety disorder, just fearful and anxious about any scenario, anything happening, because the world is not safe. That's like the root of what's going on here. So when you look at those pictures of younger you, if you have them, just start to allow what they were told or taught unknowingly, perhaps, what wasn't fostered, what wasn't cultivated. I mean, even before we get into the meditation, just looking at younger you and how beautiful, sweet, gorgeous, innocent, lovable, amazing miracle that they are, that they were, that you are. I don't know about you, but it really moves me. I'm going to take you through the powerful meditation, healing your inner child, to restore that harmony, that love, that connection to yourself, to this part of you. You might have heard of parts work as well. That is definitely a modality in the therapy and healing world. Your inner child is a part of you. Your inner teenager, inner young adult, a part of you. So this is combining parts work as well. We're going to do some energy work too, emotional release. You're getting a taste and dipping your toes into so many beautiful healing modalities all in one in this meditation. You can actually feel worthy of happiness, lighter and brighter, and reclaim your true essence of worthiness, enoughness, lovability, and anything else you might have turned off or dimmed down. So letting yourself find a comfortable position, seated or lying down. Starting to take some full, deep inhales and exhales in through the nose and either out through the mouth for the first few breaths or in and out through the nose. Allowing your breath to start to take you deeper within. If the eyes are still open, letting your exhale close the eyes, bringing that gaze externally to internally, deeper within. And if the mind wanders, keep bringing it back to your breath, back within, letting yourself feel held and supported in this now moment, supported by what is holding your body, a chair, a couch, the ground. Held and supported, safe to go within. Those deep, calming, relaxing breaths. Each breath cycle you take, taking you deeper, deeper within to the deepest part of your mind, your subconscious. Now your subconscious mind is imaginative, allowing yourself to imagine you as a baby, and perhaps it's a picture you've seen yourself as a baby. Whatever your subconscious is imagining and showing you, that's perfect. And as you see younger baby you, take a moment to connect and see and look at yourself as a baby. So innocent, so sweet, so worthy, enough. Younger you, worthy unconditionally, lovable unconditionally, enough unconditionally. Have you ever looked at a baby and said, "Prove to me you're worthy to be loved. Prove your lovability. Prove that you're enough to be cared for"? No. Oh, reclaim, restore, turn back on your unconditional worthiness. Maybe you feel this like a flicker of a flame within, of worthiness that have been turned down, dimmed down, starting to expand, get brighter, get warmer, get larger in your being, till it's a roaring flame, purifying, cleansing, clearing every cell, every system, every limiting belief that ever had you think, believe, feel otherwise. Feeling that unconditional worthiness that you were born with, turn back on. Worthy of being cared for, worthy of being supported, worthy of love, worthy of a great life, worthy of all your dreams, desires. Layer on top of this worthiness unconditional love, your unconditional lovability. This baby, this younger you, is a pure essence of love. But love for yourself, love for life, love you give freely to others because they're so worthy of it. Giving that back to yourself, turning that back on. Find that flicker of unconditional love. And expand that flame. Maybe you see a color, and expand it throughout your entire body, spreading like wildfire of love within you, oozing out of your skin, filling up the space around you with love. People feel your worthiness. People feel your love. It's such a gift to the world. You spark this in others even. And keep layering on, reclaiming your enoughness, your pureness, your divinity, your light. Anything you've dimmed, you've turned off, unknowingly, you were told to, taught, letting these energies, your essence you were born with, come back online, illuminating you, glowing, oozing of your essence. Really feel this, really sense this, expand this. And hold this baby that is you in your arms and see them as unconditionally worthy, unconditionally loved, unconditionally enough. As you rock this younger you, feeling this younger you merge within you, within your heart. All the worthiness, enoughness, love, divinity, pureness, your light, anything and everything dimmed or turned off, restored, back online within you. Upgrading, reclaiming, aligning the very spark of you. And now allowing a younger you at an age where your subconscious will choose for you perhaps a difficult time, or maybe even going back to when you were a baby, connecting to your inner child, inner teenager, inner young adult. And if you're seeing a memory or a significant event or just a version of a younger you, I want you to take them out of that memory and imagining and transporting them to a safe place now, a place where you feel powerful, a place where you feel safe. Maybe it's your home, maybe it's a place where you've vacationed or you've been to. And I want you to tell this younger you, you don't live there anymore. You aren't in that place anymore. You're not around those people anymore. You can say this out loud so your own ears can integrate your words, your truthful words, to soothe, to support any younger parts of you. Tell them you live in my world now. And show them how different your world is now. Show them the people that love you and care about you unconditionally. Show them you're safe now. Show them what they didn't have when they were younger that you have now. Allowing any subconscious beliefs that aren't even yours or that were told to you, taught to you that are untrue, let them appear as scrolls. And as you, as the adult and the younger you, allowing them to burn, be cleared, turning into ash, turning into dust, no longer living within them or you. Any agreements, contracts subconsciously made, also let those appear, burning them, letting them turn to ash, to dust, cleansed and cleared. And keep allowing yourself to breathe deeply, allowing any stuck, stored emotions that younger you felt and didn't feel safe to feel, to process, move through you. Breathing through the tension, breathing through any emotions, tracking them, allowing them to process. You're safe to allow them to process, to tend to them in this now. No one's going to tell you not to cry, to suck it up. Feeling those emotions, feeling any sadness younger you didn't get to feel. Even any anger, let those emotions move. You have to move your body in any way, or sway or rock, allowing the movement to come in. And with awareness and breath, keep allowing that emotion to move through you. Creating this space so you can fill this space with the truth. I want you to speak to them like you're their parent now, with a nurturing, loving voice. Look them in their eyes as the adult you are now, looking to them in your mind's eye, imagining this. The mind doesn't know the difference between real or imaginary, so as you really imagine this, it is happening for your inner world. So incredibly healing. speaking to them, telling them the truth, telling them you are so lovable. You are enough in all ways. I love you completely and unconditionally. There is nothing we cannot do. We're worthy of an amazing life. It is safe to be seen, heard, and visible. And tell them anything else they needed to know they didn't get to hear, coming from you, re-parenting younger you. Nothing else is coming through. Just keep repeating what you were saying. I love you completely and unconditionally. You are worthy. You are enough in all ways. Now I want you to hug the younger you. And as you hug and even wrap your arms around yourself and feel that embrace, telling the younger you, I've made a place in my life and in my heart for you. And feel their updated, upgraded, true, restoring connection to their divinity, to themselves, to the truth about them, merging in with your heart, taking up space within you, moving through you, with you, full of love, full of enoughness, full of worthiness. Feel your whole system updating, your subconscious, your conscious, all your energy centers aligning, upgrading, restoring, reclaiming to your worthiness, to your lovability, the safety in being seen, heard, and visible, confidence to show up authentically as you are, who you are, letting all parts of you receive this healing, feeling all layers and levels of you expanding any and all limits to joy, to love, to success, to abundance, to peace. Feeling lighter, feeling brighter, feeling happier, feeling more yourself than you've ever before. With a big inner and outer smile on your face, blinking your beautiful eyes to open and coming back to full awareness right now. Coming back to this meditation as often as you feel pulled and called to, gifting yourself that time to reconnect to your younger selves, restore the truth about you, your worthiness, your lovability, expand any and all limits placed on yourself that you unknowingly, subconsciously been holding on to or living by. If you felt something deep within, you went deep, you felt a shift, I'd love to know with a comment or the like button just to feel you here. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to be a part of your day or your night, to guide you through this, I don't even have words, life-changing, transformative, amazing, connecting to younger you where it's never too late to give them and shower them with love. And that lives within you. Till next we meet, lots of love.